Why did you leave your fiance at the altar? I was supposed to marry the perfect man. Rich family, top-tier law firm job, charming smile. He checked every box my parents ever dreamed of. But there was one small issue. I'd fallen in love with someone else. It started 6 months before the wedding, when my car broke down on the side of Route 19. The mechanic who came to tow it, Alex, spent over an hour walking me through exactly what was wrong, how it happened, and how to prevent it next time. He didn't talk down to me or rush through the explanation. He just genuinely wanted to help. A few weeks later, I brought my car back for an oil change, and we ended up talking for 3 hours. Turned out we both loved weird documentaries. He could name every constellation in the sky, and he had this quiet, thoughtful way of making you feel like the only person in the room. I tried breaking things off with my fiance, but my family exploded. A mechanic? They said. You'd throw away a future with a lawyer for someone who changes tires? So I stayed. Told myself I was just being foolish. When I told Alex we couldn't see each other anymore, he didn't argue. He just nodded and said he understood. Somehow, that made it hurt even more. On the morning of my wedding, I found a note tucked into my bouquet. It was from Alex. I know you're doing what everyone else wants, but what do you want? Standing at the altar, looking at the designer dress, the glittering chandeliers, the perfect wedding my parents had spent months planning, all I could think about was Alex showing me the stars, his voice low and kind as he pointed out Orion. I turned to my fiance, whispered, "I'm so sorry," and ran. Alex was locking up the garage when I showed up in my wedding dress, heels in hand. He looked at me for a second and then just smiled. "I was hoping you'd remember who you really are," he said. Now we live in a tiny apartment above his shop. We eat on the floor, watch documentaries until 2 a.m., and stargaze from the roof. It's not the life my parents pictured for me, but it's the first time I felt completely at home.